In this video, we're going to go over the main reasons that couples therapy fails. There are multiple reasons why this happens, and I'm going to cover all of them, none in a specific order, because it could be a mixture of these, it could be one of these, or it could be something else. And feel free to drop a comment if you've tried couples therapy and let me know what did or didn't work about it in the comments. One of the reasons could be the therapists themselves. We're all human beings, we're all flawed, nobody's perfect, and sometimes a therapist could get activated or bothered by one of the husband or the wife and can end up weighting the sessions more in one of the spouse's favor. And when you do this, it creates a lopsided therapeutic relationship, and it doesn't make the couples therapy effective because you're picking a side. A couples therapist should try to see the pattern that the relationship got in as the problem and not necessarily the individuals. Now, that doesn't discount addictions or other issues, which can be a major reason why couples therapy doesn't work. We'll talk about that next. But the therapist should be able to describe and explain his or her approach to you, and you can determine if that fits with what you're looking for. Usually, it could take 2 to 3 sessions to get a feel for if y'all are a good fit or not. The second reason it could fail could be some underlying addiction, affair, or some type of secret that one of the spouses, is keeping from the other, or also keeping from the therapist. When you have a secret or something that's kind of destructive to the marriage, like an ongoing addiction or an affair, it can make all the time you spend in those counseling sessions uh, counterintuitive, because you're actually learning skills and ways to increase your emotional intimacy. But if you're hiding stuff or there's stuff that's going on, it can interrupt the process and cause it to fail. Another reason that couples therapy does not work is sometimes couples come to the sessions just to check off a box. They've already decided that they're going to get a divorce, and so they just toss in a couple sessions. So when people ask them, man, I'm so sorry to hear about that you got a divorce, like what happened? The person can say something like, yeah, it just didn't work out. Like, we even tried couples counseling, it was just better that we separated. I'm not saying that people use it totally as an excuse, but it can definitely be used like one. Another thing in that same vein that can happen is one person might already have decided that they're done. Maybe emotionally they've been done with the marriage for the last 5 years, and they have an affair or something, and then the other spouse is desperate to save it, so they schedule a couple session, but only one person is a willing participant. If both people aren't willing to be involved in the counseling sessions, it's not going to work. It's going to feel like you're just spinning your wheels. So far, we've got the therapist could be the issue, their approach could be the issue, some underlying addiction or secret that is destructive to the relationship, and then also people just using it as an excuse. Another one is people come to counseling too late. If you've been married 5, 10, 15 years and you've stacked 10 years worth of offenses on top of each other, it can make the sessions feel next to impossible because there's so much that has happened. And people will get frustrated with the counseling process, and they'll say something like, can't we just move on? Why do we have to keep drudging up the past? The problem with that is we all want to be able to let the past go, but people can't really let the past go if there's stuff that still bothers them about what happened, especially in the relationship. So people come to couples counseling, but they probably should have been in those sessions 5, 10 years before they actually stepped in the door. That's because the stigma, it can feel like maybe you're failing or you have a problem, but really preemptive sessions is the way to go. My wife and I do a thing like a doctor's appointment. We view it like an annual checkup. We go in, do some meet with a therapist, and just kind of get a feel for if there's stuff that we're missing or maybe could improve on, because it's natural in a relationship to kind of drift further apart, come back together, just due to all the stressors of life with kids, family, work. And I do this for a living. I see couples every day for 6 hours a day, and I still have to be intentional about doing the things that I even talk to clients about in my own marriage. So there's a lot of reasons why couples therapy fails or doesn't work, but it can greatly improve your enjoyment of your marriage if both people are willing, if they find a therapist that's a good fit for them, that's able to describe his or her approach in a way that fits. It can enhance and improve and help clear up a lot of misunderstandings so that you can more fully enjoy the benefits of being married. I remember when I was single, I couldn't wait for the day to be married. I thought of it like I'd have a forever roommate, forever spend the night parties, or whatever you want to call, where I'd have my best friend, but also someone that I was attracted to, that I could just live my life with. And the problem that most couples have is when difficulties occur, they lose sight of that and they don't have a clear process for how to repair. I've got this happy relationship model that I've been working on. You can check out the video for that, and it goes over 5 things that healthy couples do to maintain their emotional connection and bond. Thanks for watching.